Hi, welcome to Just Common Sense. My name's Brian Harrison. Tonight we're going to talk about social media. So, love to get into that with social media. So, let's think about the good things about social media. The positive sides are you can actually stay in touch with your family, stay in touch with your friends. If friends move out of the country, family moves out of the country, you can stay in touch with them. You can see what they look like over the years. Some will watch my friends see me over the years and they're going, oh, that guy's scary looking now versus what I used to look like. I'm just kidding. I do that a lot. So anyway, seriously, this is a big problem on the other side of things, because if you go out there on social media, they have things like people getting punched in the face, animals getting abused. I've seen a few things out there with that. Just stupid things. And people are posting pretty stupid stuff. There's a lot of bad things being posted out there, as we all know. Some of which we will watch, I'm sure, because people love to watch more negative than positive. And this is where I go back to saying that negative feeds more than positive, and that's a sad thing, because that is why you see a lot more of that stuff out there, because it gets more attention. Now, getting into this, we know President Trump was banned, and some of the social media platforms he was banned from life. Well, these platforms are individually owned, and I understand that. But going back into that being individually owned, why is it that, for example, Mark Zuckerberg, not Mark, I'm actually calling you out to talk to me about this. I don't think you ever will. But again, I want to understand why you allow things like that, yet you won't allow things like Trump being out there on Facebook. Now, I know tomorrow you guys are going to have a conversation. From my understanding, it's only 5 people, one of which is here in the States. And he will not have the option to defend himself in any way. So, not really fair. But again, that is your choice. You're privately owned. And again, I may be banned from Facebook, just asking this of you, a simple question, and many of the other owners that own these platforms out there. However, love to hear back from you on this, because if you are letting children see things like this, kids getting punched, things like that, or not kids getting punched, I'm sorry, people getting punched, but kids seeing stuff like this, how do you think they're going to grow up? They're going to grow up thinking, oh, that is normal to do this stuff. You're not actually helping the problem. You're actually hurting the problem with children out there. And I believe, Mark, that you do have a child right now. How are you going to raise your child? Are you going to raise this child to watch this stuff and explain to your child why you leave this on Facebook? I'm just asking. I don't want to be knocked off Facebook. It's a simple question. That's it. However, I did post something like this today. I went out there. So Vice President Harris was speaking. I went out there and I said, why aren't you going to the border? I just was on there and I was texting it at the bottom. As soon as I texted 2 times, I got blocked from Facebook for probably an hour. They just said they rejected me of posting anything. Something so simple. I was asking a question, and just because it didn't go to your views or the way you want to think, how is that right for you to block something simple like that? Just asking. So, going back into this, all the negativity that's out there, I know why they like it, because I've always said this. Unfortunately, when you hear one negative thing, it spreads like wildfire. People, for some reason, not all, but a lot of them love to hear negative, love to see this stuff out there. And why? Why do you like to see this stuff? I would rather see happy, good things, positive things. And, I've seen many good things on Facebook, Twitter, and all that. I've seen things like families reuniting. I've seen military families come home, meeting their families after being away for a year or two. Things like that are great. But again, if you're going to let that stuff go out there, such as people getting punched, animals getting hurt, things like that. I've seen it. And TikTok's good for it as well. I've seen it recently on TikTok. I was looking at things there, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I just saw things where animals were getting they were letting alligators, I don't want to get into it, just take animals and things like that. It's just graphic. But why would you let stuff go out there like that? And you can't just let people like Trump just get their word out. Now, as of tomorrow, I know you guys are talking about this between 5 of you, and that's fine. That's your choice. It's a private platform. But I don't know. My thoughts here are, you guys have lost some money because when Trump was on there, he had lots and lots of followers, more than anybody else out there. And that is a huge thing for you guys. I get that. Now, if Trump were guilty of the Capitol, then I can understand that could be a problem. I do see part of that if that were the case. But again, some people are going to disagree with me, but it's already been proven he was not guilty. When he was in his speech, he said, peacefully go to the Capitol and protest. And that's his choice. Now, again, I don't agree with everything he did there. That part was fine. I didn't mind his speech. I didn't mind people going to the Capitol and peacefully protesting. I am all for peaceful protest. If it's that, if it's Black Lives Matter, whatever the case may be, as long as it's peaceful. Then again, where I think people went in, you had a few people that started this whole thing. There's been conspiracy theories on that. I won't get into conspiracy theories right now because I do not have the proof. And when I don't have the proof of something, I'm not going to make something up and say that. I've always said this. But I think some Trump supporters are sitting back going, oh, are we supposed to do this? And they started following. Now, I do know I've had two friends there. One of which was a sheriff at one time. The other one is a friend of mine. And they were both up there. And they don't even know each other. And they did say when they left the police there, left the gates open and then stepped back, well, that was a problem. Now, I'm not going to get into that because I'm not sure if it was something that was done intentionally or not. There's been all kinds of conspiracy theories on that as well. Until I have proof of something and see it, I'm just going to say that. And that's one thing I always say, do your own research. This fact check stuff that comes out, you need to research it yourself. You just can't say, oh, well, boom, this just popped up from Facebook and this is what they say, so I need to believe in it. Well, guess what? Not everything on Facebook is right because I've proven Facebook wrong many times on their fact checks. It's just what they want to put out there for us to believe. And again, I'm actually asking you about this, Mark, and many of the other owners out there. Why are you letting this stuff go out? So, anyway, tonight's not a long video on this. I do want to post some more videos throughout the week, and I would love for you guys to go and comment on my website, www.just-commonsense.com. Again, www.just-commonsense.com. Please go to the bottom, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll see it out there. You'll see my Facebook, a couple things down at the bottom of that. So please go and do that. Now, again, I've said I'm trying to run for Senate. It's a lot of work. It's a slow process, and I'm working on it. There was something, and I'm going to come up with a video here, probably next video I may do tonight, tomorrow, about something going on in downtown Raleigh to do with COVID and things like that. But this is a separate issue from that, so I'll bring that up in another video. But again, go to my website. Please let me know what your thoughts are on this. Love to respond. Please don't put stupid stuff out there. I've had people attack me and say some pretty vicious, stupid stuff. I've had people throw some fact checks at me that they got off social media, and they're saying, this is what I believe. Well, people, when you see that, don't go with just one source. Start researching and start reading into all the sources. Now, that being said, I'm not going to say I'm right on everything because I'm not. I'm only a human being like we all are. We all make mistakes. We're all people, and we're here to work with each other and try to get through this. Again, thank you for listening. God bless you. God bless America, and have a great night. Take care.